In Rio.
Yeah, and as so often falls on their shoulders to be the standard bearer for Brazilian Counter-Strike, but man, this is the toughest mountain that Brazil's had to climb all day against Vitality, the ESL Pro League champions just a couple weeks back. And with one of the best players in the world, ZywOo, in the roster, Imperial's got their work cut out for them. It's ZywOo and Spinks to defend at the B bomb site. Fur, Fallen, and the rest of Imperial working their way up Banana.
Collective to try and take B. Smoke for Fallen. He's setting that with Vinny as well right now. CT and Coffins, that's the standard play, and then Fallen will add his Molotov toward the new boxes, blocked by Spinks. This will give him a chance to walk in. ZywOo's already starting. We know how hot he's been lately, and the dualies for him will find two. Spinks fades off, having lost his teammate, doesn't want to overcommit and give up the site, but the bomb being secured by Vinny.
Yeah, ZywOo's done his job. Now you just kind of back away, wait for the reinforcements to arrive and go for that kind of a retake. What a shot from Magisk. One bullet, all that's necessary. Vinny's location is compromised and eliminated, and Fallen's got no chance.
Play, but maybe the first to find a win if they can somehow get it done against Vitality.
That would be incredible. I mean, think about how unlikely it would have been for all three Brazilian teams leading up to this to be winless, and then for Imperial to find this kind of an upset, this level of an upset. No one would be able to predict it. 4-on-4, but still two defenders at this B bomb site. Apex is here with ZywOo.
Good trade-off from Fallen. They'll let Bolts go first. Keep in mind, he was part of the Luminosity gang at the start of it as well. He was one of the originals. He had Steel. So in some ways, there's 4 members of the original Brazilian attempt to try and break through to the international scene. Cello, he's taken down Magisk again, wrapping over toward the arch side. Fur's going to follow that back and see if he can open up the site, wrapping from CT side, but this is difficult.
Dupree's got to keep his eyes on the smoke. It's actually okay. Yeah, he's got it.
I thought he was going to get spotted. Fur put his crosshair there, but didn't get anything from it. And Dupree will close on, but he's in the pit, and the pit is so hard to deal with falling down. So now they can pick up that AK and return the favor, but ZywOo's not gonna let them. He finds 3. It's Vinny finally getting the shot in return, but he's in a 1-on-2, and not a lot of room to work with because they're already approaching behind, and Spinks can push straight through this smoke. He is surrounded, and he doesn't know it yet. Even if he isolates the first one-on-one, Apex is on the flank. Oh, slow to respond from ZywOo, who's normally not someone you want to give a shot like that to, but it's forced off the angle. Bolts with a bit of damage and then throws a nade back in that direction. Will chunk Spinks down. Apex took quite a bit from that as well. Cello. That's exactly my point about ZywOo.
I was going to say, yeah, you're only going to have one shot at that opportunity, like literally one shot. One
Calm
bullet
down,
fire.
Eminem. You almost went there.
I almost did. Good kill from Magisk on top of the balcony. Smoke clears. Dupree's going to add another one. The final, final warrior being at every single major that Counter-Strike has had. Dupree showing what kind of his quality of a player.
And the first to cross the $2 million mark in prize money as well in CSGO. So his longevity is so impressive. And the interesting thing is Entry Fragger, who often get one shot off board, Apex doesn't repeat. Not right away. So the smoke is able to isolate. And as he fires in, it's Fallen that'll cross with the bomb. Vinny doesn't dare. Oh, the nade is going to bounce the other direction. So Vinny's safe on that one. Fallen not. He's taken down to 30, and a second one from Apex will put him completely on the ground. They had the arsenal of nades sitting there waiting. He threw both of those.
Yeah, the stockpile. That's brutal. Fallen catches both of them.
Fern in awkward position right now. Really needs to be watching toward Coffins. He knows that smoke's got a timer. Forced back, best chance yet to capitalize, and they're still down a man with Vinny on 20. Incendiary that'll bounce backwards, cover off toward Emo. Fur wanted to be sneaky. He knew he had to get away from his position. He wanted to go in toward the smoke, and CT instead. Magisk gets Vinny out of this, and Cello needs a line up. Oh, he does hit the first. He does hit the first. Do they have the time? Second as well. Vinny's got them off the bomb. They don't have time to defuse. Finally, Imperial on the board. Shot from Bolts, successful, nearly followed that. He had the lineup onto Spinks, but the utility too much, and accompanying that damage, the M4 too accurate. You're absolutely right, though. Mid is...
Well, the defense for mid is actually going to be in Boiler for Magisk. So there's some space for them to work with Cello and Fur.
Yeah, but the ZywOo is still going to take that alt back into a very, very powerful position, and if somehow they can create a crossfire off of this and be dynamic, Fur's going to walk into this. Tough position, back turn, they never knew it. Zaiwu wants more of this. He's come back around. He wants to fight this. Good find from Cello. The man who won them their only round thus far is going to make this another 3-on-3 situation.
But I don't think Imperial really has a great picture of what's happening on the map to be able to make a call. 3-on-3, they're going to be happy about that. They hit the pause button. They let Vitality's defense shift and start to second guess. Start to let the information of their positions on the map be obscured. Looking for any information plays, any pushes. Zaiwu alone today with an AWP, and he's going to be the one that's called upon to stand tall. 3-on-1 at this bomb site. Dupree and Spinks are parked at B. This is all on Zaiwu.
You can taunt him all you want. He's better than that. Zaiwu's gonna go right back into the face of the crowd with that. A no-scope on Fallen as well. Vinny with the trade. But finds himself a man down after the AWP went off inside of the site. Back turned inside of the smoke, trying to play this. He'll go up on top of the box. They're both coming from the same position though. Vinny's got to be so careful on this. He still doesn't know it. Only one M4 fired. He looks for Dupree. They backed off. That's going to create space, but now they know where he is. He finds the first, not the second. Dupree on the immediate trade. Okay.
I'm all in for that.
Zaiwu looking for the damage down toward alt middle as he continues to hold for March, but he'll fall away. He's going to back off. Give a bit of room to Imperial to work with, but they've already lost bolts. So it doesn't really matter so much because they have the strength and the defensive positions covered off pretty comfortably. Fur, 1 kill. Vinny, 1 kill. Bolts, Cello, and Fallen with 4 apiece, and that's it. 14 kills total after 11 rounds.
This is most of the utility as well. Counter utility from Vitality stalled out the initial take of Brackets. What a double kill from Magis. Go make it 3. Make it everything. Fallen goes next. And not a chance for Imperial.
And the problem is it's not even like one player is dismantling Imperials right now.
No, it's everyone.
Look at the scoreboard. 13, 13, 10, 13, 10.
This Vitality team is very deep, and they found a way, as you mentioned, with the Spinks edition looking good right out of the gate, but they're finding a way to come into this major peaking at a very good moment.
Oh no, they're a threat. They're a threat in this tournament, absolutely. FaZe hasn't looked perfect lately. Navi.
Vinny's gonna lead the way up Banana. Top fragger for Imperial with 7 kills.
Zaiwu, good shot on Vinny. Turns away from the flashes, knew exactly when to take the aggression back toward Banana. Fallen left with 53 HP.
And Zaiwu's starting to show presence everywhere on the map. We've seen him peeking down mid, we've seen him on Rap side, we've seen him in Banana, we've seen him in Halls. He's been a number of different positions, and Imperial have not been able to get a good read on where that AWP is located. You're exactly right. This spread from Vitality is insane. Zaiwu with 15. Spinks is the lowest fragger on the team with 11. And all Imperial have left is a B set piece and execute onto the B bomb site. But there's counter utility. Apex still has a Molotov to drop as well.
Shots out. Spinks, Apex collecting for 2. Crossfire, Fur. Too powerful and no responses. Not even any damage yet. Finally there is. They'll get a kill from Bolts, but he's taken down immediately from Zaiwu. 13-1. Maybe getting a second round, before the half, as Cello even finds Magisket range. It's all onto Spinks. Bomb's going to enter. Fallen will put that down.
Well, 2 is what Imperial will walk away with at the end of the first half. It's going to be 13-2 in the favor of Vitality. And again, it's not even enough to even begin to have the conversation and lean towards any positives that Imperial could make this comeback happen. But at least it's something, at least it breaks up the momentum. Holy shit, we got to come in cold and play in front of this?
Oh, and it's going to be way bigger for that stage as well when we get toward especially the top 8, the playoffs. It's going to be huge.
13-2. Pissed around in the second half is live after the tech issues.
The 1x bet odds almost similar to the score at this. It's 1 and 13. It's 13-2 for Vitality. MC and Rushley giving us our camera angles today. Not so much in a rush this round, although Spinks is speeding things up as he gets 2 kills walking around in front of Boiler. It's Apex to get Vinny down. Watch for Fallen. Good response. Can't find the second inside of the smoke. And as he oversteps the mark, it's ZywOo that will put him down. And the bomb in the hands of Magisk will be planted. It's just bolts. And as he gets toward Library.
Oh, my Lord.
Okay. I was going to say gets toward Library. They'll know where he is, but they don't even need to worry about that. He's already...
Have utility to deploy to take this safely. They might want to activate a little bit of a Hulls pop. Well, that defensive smoke is perfectly timed to dissuade them. It seemed like Dupree was sliding into position with that MAC-10 to jump out of Hulls. That option is taken away from them. 28 seconds on the clock.
Dupree setting the smoke out in front of the Library. Spinks already peeking that direction. Fallen hits the first. ZywOo down. We saw a similar shot from him, and he's going to follow that up. Apex falls. Damage. Spinks Fallen. He'll collect it.
No mercy rules in Counter-Strike.
Absolutely not. Used to be even worse back in Cal days when you were expected to play out so that at the end of the year you had a plus-minus tiebreaker situation that wasn't just assumed.
Yeah, that sucked. I remember those days. Let's not go back to it.
Yeah, those were rough.
We had some of those in the early days of CSGO as well.
Yep, that is true. And if anyone doesn't know what I mean by play out, I mean you would play all 30 rounds. This could have ended potentially 27-3, for example. And when you're on the 3 side of it, it just makes it a long, frustrating,
drawn-out process.
Yeah.
I bet it'd be fun to be the guy with the drum. Double kill from Cello.
Yeah, he's beating the drum right now. Cello, he's going to find a third. Collecting kills in the anti-eco. Down goes Apex.
Give him
Ace for Cello. Bolts. No, he's going to steal it. Soften him up. He could have backed away from it. Doesn't matter. They just want...
That's a perfect call for this defense. Set up in lane. A Hulls pop can wrap around him. Vinny, blinded, has to look away.
Looks away, but they didn't spot him up close. Oh, he's missed the shot on ZywOo. Now he's in trouble. They're going to surround him. ZywOo goes back out. He hits it. Cello trying to make up for the loss of that position, but they've already crossed 2 inside of the site. This is a tough position for Imperial to now find themselves in. Now is an opening kill they could have used. Bombs drop. Cello stepping up again.
Apex has that lurk, but Fur is so aware. He says a Hulls pop requires a player in middle for utility. I know there's going to be a lurker at some point, and boy, does he read it perfectly.
Fur's looking like he's starting to come into this game. His teammates giving him a bit of space, and that's the experience. You're absolutely right to know what that situation requires. It's the bomb down. ZywOo will hold off in the pit. Spinks goes to the corner of the site instead. Retake execution starts with the incendiary that burns Spinks alive. He's low on HP. Fern Fallen. There you go. 2 legends together will take back the site. 14-6.
Great utility. Great retake. Great.
This time, remember that no scope on Fallen. Fallen this time, though, nails Apex. Top side of Banana covered off. He's stuck at the sandbags, but does have support. The smoke goes down. That'll be his escape plan. Should he elect to use it right now, he's going to stick around. If he fired through the wall, whoa, there was a chance he could have had Magisk. Dupree's been spotted. Cello wins that duel again. He's looking solid, up to 15 kills. He and Fallen leading the way right now by quite a margin. For Imperial, oh my, ZywOo had to fire through a teammate. Still did it. Fur's gone.
Yeah, almost took Magic's head clean off. Yeah, Cello has been the driving force to get Imperial going in this second half, and that's when you're seeing the life out of Fur, the life out of Fallen now. But Cello's been a beast, and Fallen's got another second kill in the round. And Magisk has 30 seconds to consider his options.
Hey, ZywOo, I want you. Well, you got him this round. Magisk forced to save. It'll now be 6 in a row, and offensively, and Fur will have to confer with Bolts and set this crossfire.
Ooh, Fur peeks first. Defensive smoke, surely that's going to be thrown out. What a kill from Dupree. Huge headshot onto Bolts. And how does Fur want to play this one? He's got to do it passively. He's got to just spam.
They're going to push him. They're going to push him. They knew it. If they knew if he wasn't boosted, then there couldn't be a rotation, because that's the obvious play. You go for the boost. Fur didn't have anyone to work with. They lost the sight too early, and as soon as he had to reload, that was an obvious push.
Oh, and Spinks is going to make sure everything is taken away. Imperial has all the money in the world, so they're going to go for this. But this backstab from Spinks is the insurance policy. This would have to be so clean to negate his position.
And that's why no one's peeking right now on Vitality. Oh, Fallen! How did he know? He turned it around. And Vamos from Vinny. He's going to rush to the site. It's ZywOo that holds. He's been baited out on one shot. Tello holds the angle. He's being picked apart. Oh, but he hits an incredible no-scope, but he's not done there. You want ZywOo Brazil? You got him.
Jello, he's been so good, going to be called upon again, but great utility. Apex picks up the pace.
So a standard smoke and then Molotov covered off in the same position at the pits, but it's small pit they have to play. Cello wants out. Vinny did one. Got one to at least give him a chance to swing, but it's not enough. It's on to Fallen. 1 on 3. And the last round will haunt them, because this looks like the end. Admirable effort from Imperial, but Vitality, too much. He'll go to his AWP, as you'd expect.
Yeah, the fight back, it's awesome to see, but it's one of those things that just makes you wonder if they've been able to have a little bit more room, if they've done a little bit more.